Hi guys, in this video we're gonna discuss Thomas Gray's poem Elegy written in Country Churchyard, which is one of the best known elegies in the English language. This poem is a meditation on unused human potential, the conditions of country life, and mortality. We will discuss short answer type questions here in this video. If you're new to this channel, do subscribe it and press the bell icon so you get the notification when any video is uploaded on this channel. So why to waste time? Let's start the video. Okay, so as we are going to discuss the short answer type questions, so one by one we'll be discussing few questions here in this video. So let's get started. When was this poem published? Elegy written in Country Churchyard. It is written or it is published in 1751. Okay. Now next is what is so special about Gray's work, and if you want to talk about the features of Gray's work, so we can say he wrote only a few poems. He was a man who earned for himself a high fame by the smallest amount of work. So this is the very special thing about his work, because he was not a prolific writer. He did not write too many things, too many poetries, whereas through few poems he got high fame. He earned name and fame by the small amount of work. Now next is how is his age described. Okay, so his age was having the change. Why? Because Augustan age was having change in their style. And how can we describe this Augustan age? The dawn of naturalism, the starting of naturalism was there, the poetry of sentiment it can be called, and one of the most important thing that they were the pre-romantic pre-romantic poets. So it was a pre-romantic awakening. Okay, so these are the prominent features. This is how we can describe their age. And now next is who were the other prominent poets belonging to this group. So the question comes, who are the contemporaries of Thomas Gray? So the answer is the other prominent poets belonging to this group were Collins, Thomson, Young, and Cooper. Now next is what marks the poetry of these pre-romantic poets. So what are the features, what are the themes which they used to discuss in their poetries are childhood memories, personal emotions, countryside, death, and mortality. Okay, morality. So in their poems they used to discuss these kind of themes. Okay, now next questions are, first is what is an elegy? Okay, so what is this? An elegy is a poem expressive of sorrow for the dead and praising their virtues. So elegy is a poem which expresses the sorrow over the and death of common people and praising their virtues, what kind of virtues they had. These are discussed in elegies. Now next is what was the change brought about by the precursor of romanticism. So they were the poets who belong to this category. They were the predecessors of romanticism. Why? Because before romantic era they were the writers, they were the poets who used to write the poetry. So what kind of change they brought about in their poems? So there was a spontaneous invasion of a new spirit which changed the thought element of these poets, although the style and diction were not much changed. So there was a sudden kind of invasion of new spirit which came in their poetry and which changed their thought process. But as a whole we can say that the style and diction were not much changed in this era. Now next question is how is Gray's elegy different from traditional elegies? So the basic difference is Gray's elegy does not deal with the death of a particular person. So he talks about the death in common people or the people who live country life. Okay, they live in countryside. It is devoted to mournful reflections about the fate and destiny of humanity. And this poem is devoted to mournful reflections. So, sorrowful reflections are there in the life of common people and about the fate and destiny of humanity. What kind of life they live, what kind of fate they have, destiny they have, it is talked in this poem. Now, next is what is the meter of the poem? So, Gray's Elegy is a meditative poem. Why? Because meditation is there, lots of contemplation is there, lots of observation is there in this poem, and in quatrains of iambic pentameter. So, iambic pentameter is 10 syllabled lines. So, a line would be having 10 words and they will be rhyming in alternate lines. So, this is iambic pentameter, and the meter is well suited to convey a series of solemn reflections. And this is quite suitable for this kind of elegy or this kind of poem. Why? Because these kind of sorrowful reflections or solemn reflections are beautifully described through this iambic pentameter. Now, next is what is the theme of the poem? So, in the country churchyard, their humble graves, there means all the common people, those who did not get name and fame, and those lives were not honored. So, their humble graves are contrasted with the tombs in the cathedral and the lives of those who have won fame and honor. Okay, so there is a contrast between common people who are having their lowly graves, humble graves, because they are buried anywhere in comparison to the people who got fame and honor. They were buried in the tombs, or they were buried in the cathedral and tombs were made on their graves. So this is the basic contrast or basic difference between common people's grave and the people who have got fame and honor. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope the theme and we can say the introduction of Thomas Gray, all these things are covered in this video. And if you want to see some more questions related with this poem, in the comment section you can tell me that if you want to see the part 2 of these kind of videos. So write about it in your comments. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.